Hey legacy traders, it's Tim Key with Option Legacy, helping you build a legacy through trading. Dun, 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 dun. So guys, I have created my own, or I'm sharing with you guys my own trade journal. By no means is this a work of art. I know there are people out there that are experts in Excel and Google Sheets. I am not one of them. However, this is my own trade journal and I put time and effort into it, and I hope that it can add value to you. Now first guys, let me share with you, there is going to be some tedious aspects about keeping a trade journal. I have not found a trade journal that is necessarily easy. It's always like but guys, let me tell you, it is in these moments of tracking and recording your results that allows you to build upon successes. Allows you to build upon successes and allows you as a trader to get better and better and better, especially if you're a new trader. You need to know what's going on inside your portfolio. So guys, bear with me as I take you through that through the tedious process, and then if you have any let's say room for improvement, or you see something that could be done better, absolutely just share it with me. I would love to share it with the rest of the legacy traders, because I know there's someone out there that can make this thing just sparkle and shine. So let's go ahead, hop over into the trade journal, and we will get this party started. So first and foremost, what you need to know is you need to make a copy. So I don't believe you can edit this, you can just view it, but it's not your own. This is a default that is shared with hundreds of people, so you need to make a copy. Hit make a copy from the file tab and you'll get underway. Second thing, no matter what month you're starting this trade journal to use this trade journal on, let's say for this example, we're in April of this year, but no matter what month you start, if you're starting January, April, June, July, whatever, you need to come to January and fill in your starting points for both your portfolio and the S&P 500 if you desire to track the S&P 500. And again, if you start in June, doesn't matter, come to this January tab and fill in your starting balance with the correct numbers. Because going forward, it will calculate month by month, in every tab it'll calculate your dollar amount gains and the point gains or losses in your portfolio, and then the percentage, but it will also calculate the year to date for both your portfolio and the S&P using these starting numbers. Second here, you see over here it says risk 8%. Now mind you, I encourage my legacy traders to trade no greater than 8%, with the goal to get under 5%. And some of you are even more conservative and y'all like 4, 3, 2%. If you want to change that, you can absolutely do that. You have to change it on every tab, but you would just change this from 0.8 down to 0.5 or 0.2. And what that will do is it'll take your current balance of your portfolio and it will show you how much the max you can put into every trade. So without doing anything, you can just see, okay, that's about how much I could put in max, not all the time, not full throttle redlining, but that gives you an idea there. The next few things I want to break down for you guys is there are two sections to every tab. There is a closed section and an open trades section. The goal is that we begin populating this box with the information as we enter into trade by trade. We begin populating inside this box, and then once we close out of this trade, we copy and paste it up here, and then all we need to do is enter in the date information and it'll be automatically populated. So what happens in both of these boxes is it automatically calculates for you a few things. Let's start over here in these little gray box. It's going to calculate total trades, then it's going to calculate how many of those trades are winning trades off of this winning column here, and then it's going to give you your win rate or your probability rate right here, 94%. These are actual results for the month of March. So let's go over to March. 94%, and then it'll give you your average win rate. So every trade that you won in, what was your average win on that, and then your average loss percentage. So it's there, but some of that information is also down here. You'll see it averages. This is the average days that I was in a trade. This is the average max loss that I had per trade. This is the average loss per trade. This is the average win per trade. This is the average dollar amount. Then you come down to totals, the next line down. This is the total amount of capital that I closed in March. This is the total if you add all the trades up, total percentage wise. and then total percentage of loss, and then total percentage of max loss or capital risked. Then last but not least, you will also see this invested ROI. What is invested ROI? It is the total gains divided by the total amount of capital risks or invested. So that gives you we invested in month of March. I risked, essentially had on the table at one point $8,586, and from that risk I was able to generate and grow that by $1,300. So that gives me my invested ROI. However, you'll see up here at the month today, the month gains, is that it will take the 1,300 that will automatically get populated as you fill in this current balance. It'll automatically get populated, and it will take 1,300 divided by the current price, or excuse me, the starting balance of that month. So it'll populate 6%. And then over here, the year to date, that's where that January comes in. All right. And it's the exact same information for down here. So let's go over to April, because that's a month that we're in. I've been using this particular trade journal for about 5 weeks. So this, these numbers I need to populate, I know. So what I would do is I would come in here and I would push that up to the price. I know that my journal is at that, or my portfolio is at that, and the S&P is at 604, right? 2604. And so now it begins to show me my month to date gains, my month to date return on investment over my overall portfolio, my year to date return on investment of overall portfolio, and then the S&P 500. So this is really fun because you get to see that, hey, my the S&P is literally flat, or it's about 79 points short from open in January, and my portfolio is performing, you could say, 9 times better, infinitely, essentially. So you got that. So let's go over and take an example of how to put in a trade into this portfolio. And this is where the tedious part comes in. So we're going to go over into my trade journal. Hit that. We're going to hit VIX. These are my open trades live in this account. These are not trade suggestions. This is just using so I can show you how to do this. So for this example, I have everyone else in except VXX. I'm going to put this in. So I'm going to put quantity. The ticker's VXX. It's going to be 5 May monthly 6568 calls. So VXX, you'll see here it says quantity, the option or the strikes, and then the strategies. So 5 May 18, this is the option. Then we're getting to the strikes. Oops, and I forgot it's a bear call spread. The date that I entered into, I'm going to come over here to activities. I'm typing VXX, and I'm going to look back the past 30 days, and here it is. Here's my date. My time is 3:23, and I just want to make sure that it matches. If you trade multiple times, like look, you can see here, I've traded VXX quite a few times. So if that's the case, you just want to make sure that your strikes match and that the quantity matches. So 3:23, 3:23. Now we need to find out my max loss. So I know that I received 35 cents for it, and it's a $3 wide strike, 65 to 68. So I take $3 wide strike minus 35 cents. That's $2.65, and I have 5 contracts. So my max loss here is $13.25. It's 1, 3, 2, 5. And then I'm going to go back into my portfolio positions tab, and I'm going to let it do the work for me. So the profit and loss since open is $95. That is 95. And then now I need to find the percentage of win rate. So 95 divide into 1325. It's about a 7.1%. 7.1%. And you don't have to do the 0.1. You can round if that's what you want to do. So that's how you enter into a trade. Now the goal is that once you close out a trade, like SPY, I closed out today. I was in it just as it was a scalp trade. I did it just one day. I would come here, I would just copy the results. Oh, and it's already up here. So, and then I would hit Command V, I would copy that, and then I would just, all I need to do is fill in the dates here. So 4/6, it was a day trade, and days in the trade was 1 day. And then I want to make sure that obviously my profit and loss is accurate there. So all I could do is just come over here to SPY. I know it was just today. I was literally in it for 2 hours. I took in a 35-cent credit and paid a 4-cent debit to get out of it. And so that is accurate numbers. And that's it, guys. So yes, there is a little bit of tediousness. Do you need a calculator? Yes. Do you need to know your positions tabs and your activity tabs? Search and look for trades? Yes, 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 and yes. I have found no better way to do it yet, until maybe a broker platform creates an API where you can plug in a trading broker or a trade journal software. But I'm sure that comes at a cost. This is free. So guys, I hope this adds value to you, and I can't wait to see you on the other side. So keep building that legacy, and we'll see you next time.